Hello, welcome to the Daily Juice. I'm your host, Shardene Blake, and this is your pep talk before you start your day. Today's pep talk is how to feel good every day. And the key to that, I feel, is living a turned on life. So living a life that is full of things that make you feel good. So when I say a turned on life, I don't necessarily mean like a turn on in a sexual context. I just mean things that make you go, yes, I love this. And a lot of the time, there are things that we really love or really want to do. And I know this is true for me, that I thought, oh my God, that just lights me up. This is a turn on for me. And I'm not doing it because I feel like, should I be doing it? Am I too old to do it? Is it something that's expected of me? Am I at a point in my life where I shouldn't really be doing that anymore? And I just want to say to you, don't dim your light. Don't put yourself in a box that you feel you need to be put in because of societal pressures or because of the self-image you may have of yourself, like, oh, I'm not the sort of person that does that. But if you want to do it, then you can be the sort of person that does that. You can see yourself as a sort of person that does that. There is no issue in that whatsoever. So whatever it is that you love, whatever it is that lights you up, you should incorporate that into your life. That's going to be how you feel good. If you've got something to look forward to because it's the thing, your thing, you are going to feel good every day. If you can think of one thing that brings you joy, something you love doing it, and every time you do it, you just feel exhilarated. You feel like, yes, this is me. This is living. I feel alive right now. You should put that into your daily routine or weekly routine and have that to look forward to. So imagine you woke up in the morning and knew you were doing that. You would just get yourself out of bed, wouldn't you? You wouldn't like snooze alarm for however many minutes. You would get out of bed. You'd be like, yes, let's get on this. Let's get ready for the day. If you think back to childhood, what were the things that made you feel great? What did you love doing? One of the things for me was riding a bike. So I didn't have a bike when I was younger, but I remember going on a trip, and it was mountain biking along the canal in Birmingham. Very exotic. But I just remember riding this bike and feeling alive. I think I was like 10 or 11 at the time. And when I got into my 30s, I started thinking about this. Because like I say all this stuff, but for many years I did not live it, which is why I do this, because I don't want anyone else to feel like they're trapped in a life that doesn't really feel like them or isn't serving them or just feels a bit miserable sometimes. So I, for years and years, remember this mountain bike trip that I absolutely loved down the canals. And I thought, I should get a bike. And I thought it for about 10 years, I should get a bike. And I eventually got a bike. I think I was 30. I think I was 30 years old when I got a bike. I got this mountain bike. And I used to ride it too. I used to do an exercise class in the park, which is about 3.5 miles away. So get on my bike at like 5:30 in the morning, cycle to the park, do a session, and cycle back again. And I loved it. I remember the first time getting on this bike and like the wind was in my hair and I just felt like I'm alive now. And that might sound like the most simple and basic thing in the world, but for so many years I was trapped in this thought, I can't ride a bike. I was too scared to ride it on the road. But the way that I rode was like a cycle path, so it was fine. A cycle path, not a psychopath. I realised that kind of sounded like psychopath. Cycle path. And so I could ride this bike. I fell off it. I literally rode into a roadwork sign once and fell off and like sliced my knee, and I would get splashed by lorries on the regular, like just be completely drenched, and I'd feel like I was on the log flume at the theme park. And it was so much fun, and I just thought, oh my God, I've completely denied myself this joy, this feeling of joy for years. And why and what for, and who cares if I ride this bike? Nobody's bothered. When I fell off the bike in front of loads of traffic, well, no one helped me for one, but I didn't even feel any embarrassment, so I was just like, this is part of the experience, like this is fun. So much fun. So this is what I want you to think about. What brings you joy? What turns you on? What lights you up? And this is how you're going to feel good every day. Because when I woke up in the morning and thought, yes, I get to get on this bike, I was up and out of bed even when it was dark and cold outside. I was on that bike with my gloves and my jackets and my little scarf, and I was off. And so you can have that. Like, that's accessible to you at any point, at any time. Today's the day to think of those things that bring you joy, to get yourself to a point where you think, this is the life that I want to live, is the ultimate. And don't allow the limiting beliefs you have about who you are and who you should be, or the thoughts you have that other people might be thinking about you. Don't let that keep you in your box. Get out of the box. Get out of the box and live your best turned on life. That is today's mission for today and forevermore. Have the most amazing turned on day, and I will see you guys very soon for more Daily Juice. Bye. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.